Ha ha! Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Talk That Talk Thursday to each and every one of you. Holy moly, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. Listen, guys, I'm going to run through some stuff here. New lending protocols coming out from Curve Finance. We'll get into it, especially considering the lending protocol that the lending protocol proposal that RippleX just announced, and get into that as well. Listen, I'm going to go over the numbers. Just know the market is just doing what the market does. So listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So let's get into it. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.41 trillion. It's up 4.5% in 24 hours. Bitcoin is trading at 51.7%. Like to see that just keep slowing, keep creeping up to 65% in dominance. Bitcoin is trading at $62,816. Ethereum is over 3,000 now, 3,035. Solana is $137. And XRP is trading at 49 cents. That's the market, fam. The market is just doing what the market does. It's just doing what it does. I got an interesting video I want to play for you guys. I'll probably play that at the end, but it's very, very interesting. I want to play this video with the guy from Altcoin Daily talking about the stablecoin to further emphasize what I believe what's going to happen with the XRPL and Ripple. And I believe that Ripple is going to bring and or implement the MakerDao ethos onto the XRPL. But let's just take a listen to the whole stablecoin thing, a Ripple stablecoin, to kind of give you just one example.
Just briefly about the Ripple supposed stablecoin. So they have XRP, which is a big altcoin. Supposedly they're thinking of launching a stablecoin. I don't know. Like, do we need more stable coins? I don't even really know. I mean, obviously they're a great use case for crypto outside of Bitcoin. But I mean, Aaron Arnold, like your quick thoughts on that. Have you followed that? Are they going to do it? Why are they doing it? Is it significant?
Yeah, it's a good question. They're doing it because they're seeing in the past 5 years, the stablecoin market has really blown up. Over 5 years ago, the crypto people, the Bitcoin people used to think, oh, these third world countries, they're going to want Bitcoin because their currency is being devalued. And that's still true. But what they want more than Bitcoin right now is even just access to the US dollar. So they have a stable medium of exchange. And the regulations for stable coins have been getting better and better. And if you can get a piece of that market, any savvy businessman in that sector would want to. So Ripple is creating a stable coin on the XRP ledger. And will it get adopted? That remains to be seen. Is that kind of, the antithesis of what you would do if you want to see XRP get adopted? I'm not sure. I think they could both, they could both grow together. Like the thing is, what we have been seeing though is Ethereum and Ethereum L2 stable coins kind of getting adopted more than others. But even USDC, which is an Ethereum US-centric stable coin, is multi-chain now with Solana and plenty of others. So, why they're doing it, they want a piece of that market because they know that market's here to stay. $1 on crypto rails is a better mousetrap.
$1 on crypto rails is a better mousetrap. So the stablecoin thing is huge. But again, I believe that it's not just about the stablecoin for Ripple. Will they take that revenue? Will they benefit from that vertical? Absolutely. But I believe that Ripple is going to, in addition to that vertical, they're going to bring the MakerDao ethos onto the XRP ledger. I believe this is why they introduced the lending protocol. I believe this is why they introduced a proposal. Then they introduced the stablecoin. You combine that with the automated market maker and liquidity pools. I think this is where they are going. And I call it the MakerDao ethos. I shared some videos with Monica Long in live stream yesterday when she subtly mentioned that T-bills are preferred more so than stable coins because they can get yield. Ripple's been talking about tokenization and compliance and the tokenization of real world assets. They mentioned that their stable coin is going to be backed by US treasuries. To me, this screams the MakerDao ethos. It really, really does. If you want to catch more of what I mean, you can watch the video that I did, the live stream that I did last night, and I think I did a video on it yesterday as well. But I think that's going to be hugely exciting for Ripple. Here's one of the reasons why I think that. Curve Finance just announced this the other day. DeFi Saver put it out. It says, we are thrilled to share that Curve Finance new Llama Lend protocol is now live on Ethereum and Arbitrum. Curve Finance new Llama Lend protocol. And Curve was like, dude, you did this. You're announcing our stuff before we announce our stuff. Leverage button before we did it again, right? So some of the things, what's new in Llama Lend? Curve's new lending protocol features isolated lending pools, having Curve dollar as either collateral or debt asset. Curve USD, stablecoin. Do you understand what's going on? This essentially provides options to long and short any supported asset, once again, with the latest soft liquidation mechanism in place. As the initial Llama Lend integration included only the basic protocol actions on mainnet, we're now expanding the support by introducing one-click creation and closing of leveraged positions, boost and repay, self-liquidating with collateral on both mainnet, Ethereum, and Arbitrum. Llama Lend integration on DeFi Saver supports the following markets: mainnet, wrapped ETH, Curve, whatever, Arbitrum, ARB, CRV, wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped ETH, right? The reason why I bring this up is this. DeFi Saver is it's a project leveraging what's going on with Curve, right? Llama Lend, it created something leveraging Curve, right? The RippleX announcement. Today's devs introduced a proposal for a native lending protocol on the XRP ledger that would further expand its DeFi capabilities. Now, I won't go into all of this stuff, but I do want to share note 8. For developers, the protocol's modular design and extensibility make it easy to build. And if you got something already built, integrate lending decentralized apps on the XRP ledger, unlocking a wide range of use cases like the DeFi side, like this thing that this Llama Lend thing the DeFi Saver is leveraging. Llama Lend. Remember, the protocol is Curves. DeFi Saver, UI'd, integrated, added features, build something. This is what will happen on the XRPL, leveraging the lending protocol. It's going to be pretty cool and exciting to see. So Arthur put this out from XP Markets. He's the CEO and co-founder. While the total amount of XRP locked in an automated market maker is moving close to 3 million, this is just a reminder that simply the activation of all XRPL wallets accounts to 50 million plus of XRP locked. And even all trust lines have more XRP locked. Takeaway, look at this as compounding interest. Developing the ecosystem, which means more and more projects with unique and novel ideas coming will make a higher impact than that you might think. Hugely important. And you know, somebody on here is mid-curving. I don't understand the reason for the mid-curve, but someone's mid-curving here about, well, you know, the difference between locked and not really locked. I don't understand it, but I want to end with something. This Isabella, I guess she's a BTC Maxi. I'm not really sure, but she had a very, very interesting take on Ethereum and the Ethereum launch from beginning to end. I think you guys will enjoy this because it is very, very accurate. She asks the question, is this accurate or did I miss something? Take a listen to this.
But what would Bitcoin's launch have looked like if it was launched the same way that Vitalik launched Ethereum? Let's switch out their names and see. Let's pretend Satoshi launched Bitcoin like Vitalik launched ETH. After coming up with the idea of Bitcoin, instead of just building it, Satoshi would have contacted a former Goldman Sachs employee and a ton of blockchain experts to sell them on his great idea. He would promise the development of not only a truly decentralized form of money, no, that wouldn't be hype enough. He would tack on a truly decentralized world computer that would be impossible for any single entity to control. Eventually, Satoshi would convince some big investors that Bitcoin would blow the competition out of the water and would begin trying to figure out how to get investors' money. But he would realize raising investment is something that companies do, not decentralized open source projects. Wanting to raise investment without the regulatory headache wouldn't be fast enough for him. So he thinks to himself, what if I just create the Bitcoins for free in my own database and sell those to investors instead of registered shares in a company? And that's exactly what he does. He creates 72 million Bitcoins before the project is even up and running and sells them to investors from all around the world through this website with no limit on how many Bitcoins he could create and sell. And he makes sure to entice slow investors to get their ass moving, because the longer they wait into the sale, the fewer Bitcoins they get. He takes in over $18 million worth of investment money before a single person has got their hands on the product, and uses that money to bring his idea to life. These investors could buy as much Bitcoin as they wanted. And if he ran out of Bitcoin to sell, he would just create more out of thin air. He would basically be printing money. And in the words of the Joker,
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
he would be well aware that big investors could end up with way too much Bitcoin, which would centralize the supply. To avoid this, he just scraped the whole fundraising idea altogether. Kidding, there was way too much money involved. Instead, he sets up a company called BTC Swiss and makes that company responsible for ensuring that no single person gets their hands on more than 12.5% of all the Bitcoin. A year and a half after the project's announcement, the first block would finally be mined. A few months after that, Satoshi would add functionality that allowed people to create their own unaffiliated versions of digital money on top of Bitcoin, so that they could replicate his approach to fundraising, not without taking a cut, of course. Money talks, people.
That's a massive statement. So they could replicate his form of fundraising. Whoa. She's saying that the whole ERC standard was just a way to, not just a way, but a way of replicating his form of fundraising. Look, we know we got the XRP content creators who talked about the monopoly for sure. Boy, she does a really good job of just putting it down for everyone to understand what really happened. And I know she's a BTC Maxi, but still, this is really good.
People, 10 months later, one of those unaffiliated projects that use Bitcoin as a fundraising platform would be hacked, and $50 million worth of investor money would be lost. But if Satoshi was acting anything like Vitalik, he wouldn't want this to happen.
I remember Truth Labs is saying that hack of this DAO that used the same model to raise money, that hack was actually coming from Vitalik / Lubin slant. the Ethereum Foundation. This is the allegation that Truth Labs is making.
So he would send the following message to exchanges to try to prevent the price from falling further.
She has a message of them saying, guys, can you stop the trading? Take a look.
Message to exchanges to try to.
Okay, can you guys stop trading? She said this was something that was sent to exchanges. I wonder if Narioff and Jimmy Ballet and the people here, Empire Oversight, I wonder if they are going to start highlighting this video. It's this is just not a great look. And I feel bad for the Uniswap. I feel bad for the legit projects that built on top of this thing. I really, really do. They weren't around when Vitalik was doing this and Lumen was doing this and the initial people at the Ethereum Foundation were doing this kind of stuff. They weren't around. Or they certainly weren't involved in doing it. Okay, guys, can you guys stop trading?
Prevent the price from falling further. He would then push a proposal to centrally change and alter this so-called unchangeable and unalterable blockchain in order to reverse the irreversible transaction made by the hacker, showing in clear daylight when having to choose between building something decentralized or keeping investors happy, he would choose the latter, the investors. A few years later, he would get rid of the concept of mining entirely, act like it never happened, and remove the costliness of creating more Bitcoin. Instead, power would be given in direct proportion to the number of Bitcoins somebody holds. So the more Bitcoin you owned, the more power you had over the network itself. Meaning he would technically be the de facto central authority in a system intended to operate without central control, undermining the fundamental principles of decentralization on which Ethereum Bitcoin was founded on. Yes, if you replace the name Satoshi with Vitalik and replace Bitcoin with Ethereum, then that would be an accurate description of how Ethereum launched. And if you want the receipts, here they.
And if you want the receipts, here they are. And there's also a link to the full video here. That's a good video. That is a good video. All right, fam. Listen, this wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out and you've been enjoying the Crypto Seeds, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby. So to know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.